Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.
You're watching South Asia NEWSLINE and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Monday, the 28th of July. As the Indian Parliament debates Operation Sindoor, 3 terrorists gunned down in Kashmir. Pakistan takes U-turn on TRF resignation by USA, says no objection. And monsoon fury hits POJK, locals decry government apathy. And now for all the details, India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on Monday briefed the Lok Sabha on the military response following the Pahalgam terror attack, codenamed Operation Sindoor, as the Lower House began a special discussion on the operation. While the debate was underway in New Delhi, Indian security forces neutralized 3 terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir, believed to be affiliated with Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Taiba. We have a report.
India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on Monday briefed the Lok Sabha on Operation Sindoor as the lower house initiated a special discussion on the precision cross-border strikes carried out earlier this year. Kicking off the discussion scheduled to continue for 16 hours, the Defence Minister described the operation conducted on May 6th to 7th after the Pahalgam terror attack as historic, and emphasized that it was designed to inflict maximum damage on terrorism networks, targeting 9 infrastructure sites across Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir while ensuring 0 civilian harm. Singh informed the House that the Indian operation, which took only 22 minutes to attack the terror hideouts, were non-escalatory in nature, and same was conveyed by the Indian Director General of Military Operation to his Pakistani counterpart. However, he added, Pakistan escalated the situation, violating ceasefire, targeting India's civil and military installations. He informed Pakistani forces employed a combination of drones, long-range missiles and electronic warfare technology, but failed to cause any damage to any establishment due to success of India's air defense system. Singh added India's operation was a success, achieving its objective, and rejected assertions that military action was halted due to international pressures.
7 मई 2025 को हमले माने 1:35 के तुरंत बाद भारतीय डीजीएमओ ने हॉटलाइन संदेश के माध्यम से पाकिस्तान के डीजीएमओ यानी डायरेक्टर जनरल मिलिट्री ऑपरेशन से संपर्क किया और टेरर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के खिलाफ हमारे हमले के रेशनल और मेथोडोलॉजी के बारे में पूरी जानकारी दी और यह तथ्य भी बताया ये हमले एस्केलेटरी नेचर वाले नहीं थे, माने इसको हम आगे नहीं बढ़ाना चाहते। अध्यक्ष महोदय, यह कहते हुए मुझे गौरव की अनुभूति हो रही है कि हमारे एयर डिफेंस सिस्टम, काउंटर ड्रोन सिस्टम और इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इक्विपमेंट्स ने पाकिस्तान के इस हमले को पूरी तरह से नाकाम कर दिया। पाकिस्तान हमारे किसी भी टारगेट को हिट नहीं कर पाया अध्यक्ष महोदय, और हमारे किसी भी इंपॉर्टेंट एसेट को नुकसान नहीं हुआ है।
Opening the discussion for opposition, Congress leader Gaurav Gogoi questioned the intelligence preparation and inquired about the developments as he highlighted over 100 days have passed since the attack on tourists in Pahalgam. He demanded the government should inform why did India agree to a ceasefire, recalling repeated assertions of mediation by the US President Donald Trump.
पूरा देश प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के साथ था, विपक्ष प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के साथ था, और अचानक 10 मई के दिन पे हमारे राष्ट्रदूत कहते हैं कि हम पाकिस्तान पर हमला करेंगे, और शाम के 10 मई को सूचना आती है कि पाकिस्तान के साथ अब युद्ध पर हम परिणाम दे रहे हैं, सीज फायर हो गया। क्यों हुआ? हम आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी से जानना चाहते थे।
While the parliamentary discussion was underway in capital New Delhi, Indian security forces carried out a separate joint operation in Jammu and Kashmir's Lidwas area, neutralizing 3 terrorists believed to be affiliated with Pakistan-based terror outfit Lashkar-e-Taiba. As per defense officials, Operation Mahadev was launched around 11 a.m. on Monday based on intelligence inputs about the movement of terrorists in Dachigam area in outskirts of Srinagar. Following the gunfight, 3 terrorists were neutralized, identity of whom were being ascertained by the authorities. The operation was in progress till the last reports came in.
And in what can be termed as a U-turn, Pakistan Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar this past weekend said Islamabad has no objection to the US designation of terror outfit, the Resistance Front. However, he added linking the terror outfit with Pakistan-based Lashkar-e-Taiba is wrong. Speaking during an interaction with think tank Atlantic Council, Dar said the designation was a sovereign decision of the United States and Pakistan welcomes the decision if they have any evidence that the outfit is involved. However, denouncing that TRF is a proxy of LAT, Dar said Lashkar was dismantled years ago by Pakistan. The actors were prosecuted, arrested and jailed and the entire outfit was destroyed, he added. The remarks were in sharp contrast to his earlier position where he defended the TRF and said Pakistan will not accept the allegation against the outfit.
It is obviously sovereign decision of United States. They have designated TRF. We have no issue and we welcome if they have any evidence that it is involved. But linking it to the Lashkar-e-Taiba, LET, is wrong. That outfit was dismantled years ago by Pakistan. The actors were prosecuted, arrested, jailed, and the entire outfit of LET was destroyed and is no more there. So if it is an independent entity, TRF, and the US authorities have any evidence that they were involved, we have no objection to that.
During the interaction, Dar reiterated Pakistan's call for dialogue with India, expressing readiness to cooperate on trade and counter terrorism. Similar remarks were made by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif last week. Ties remain strained with talks suspended, the Indus Waters Treaty in limbo and diplomatic measures in place following the April 22 Pahalgam terror attack claimed by TRF. The attack came after India's precision strikes on LET and JEM hideouts across Pakistan and POJK. Moving on, in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the people of Bandi Mir Samdani are once again suffering as monsoon rains bring life to a standstill. Despite repeated appeals, the administration has failed to respond. We have a report.
The people of Bandi Mir Samdani and other parts in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir are facing a crisis that gets worse with every spell of rain. With no proper drainage, rainwater has collected on the roads, spilling into shops and homes. Residents are struggling to cope as their daily lives are thrown into chaos. With no outlet for the water, the situation is getting worse with each passing day. The people have called for immediate action, asking the government to provide a lasting solution, but all in vain.
जो सड़क बनी है और ये पानी के जो रवायती रास्ते थे जिन रास्तों से बारिश का पानी दरिया में जाता था वो रास्ते बंद हो गए। उस वक्त ये कल्वर्ट जितने भी इस रोड में थे वो बंद कर दिए गए और उसके बाद ये है कि हुकूमत से ये मुतालबा है कि इस जो ये पानी है जो सड़क में आता है बरसाती पानी सारा, इसके लिए बाकायदा ज़मीन अवार्ड करके 2-3 जगह से या जब तक ये मसला हल नहीं करती हुकूमत और पानी के लिए कोई भी जो है ड्रेन बना के इसको दरिया तक नहीं पहुंचाती, कि मसला आगे लोगों के घरों में पानी जाता है, लोगों को तकलीफ होती है, हुकूमत ये ज़मीन अवार्ड करे और पानी जो है उसको दरिया में पहुंचाए।
For years, the locals have been raising their voices, but those in power continue to look the other way. Ministers and officials pass through the area every day, yet the worsening conditions remain untouched.
मैं बताऊं ये चेला बांडी का इशू कम से कम 4-5 साल से चल रहा है, जिसमें फारूक हैदर साहब भी इधर आए थे। मेरा ख्याल तमाम वज़ीर आज़म वज़ीर तो सुबह शाम जा रहे हैं इधर, उनको ये दफाई रोड का नहीं पता यार चेला बांडी में क्या हो रहा है। ये मकानों की हालात देखें, दुकानों की हालात देखें, बार बार मेरा ख्याल है दिन को इधर तमाम VIP लोग इधर से गुजर रहे हैं, उनको नहीं पता यार ये लोग किस हालात में ज़िंदगी बसर कर रहे हैं। नीचे से जाके देखें लोग, मेरा ख्याल 5-5 फुट उनके घरों के अंदर पानी है
The situation reflects the daily struggle of people in Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. With every rainfall, homes are flooded, roads disappear underwater, and livelihoods are pushed further into crisis. The demands of the residents are simple: safe homes, proper drainage, and a government that listens. They claim what they face is not just a natural calamity, but the result of years of neglect.
In a major breakthrough, political parties in Bangladesh have agreed on 2 key reforms, limiting the tenure of Prime Minister to a maximum of 10 years and forming an independent police commission to ensure accountability in the force, local media has reported. The agreement was announced by Professor Ali Riaz, Vice Chair of the National Consensus Commission, after the 19th session of the Reform Dialogue in Dhaka. To implement these reforms, necessary constitutional amendments will be made, Professor Riaz said, adding that a draft of the July Charter has been prepared and will soon be shared with all parties. The 10-year cap on the Prime Minister's term was initially proposed by the Bangladesh Nationalist Party. These reforms are being seen as crucial steps to ensure a level playing field and restore public confidence ahead of the 2026 national elections. Issues still under discussion include reserving 50 parliamentary seats for women and enabling direct elections for a portion of them. However, no agreement has yet been reached on the status of the 4 fundamental principles of the 1972 Constitution. The dialogue is expected to conclude by July 31. And after Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit, Sri Lanka's President Anurakumara Dissanayake has now arrived on a 3-day state visit to the Maldives at the invitation of Maldivian President Mohammad Muizzu. Dissanayake received a warm welcome by his Maldivian counterpart at the airport upon his arrival on Monday. Taking to X, Dissanayake in a post informed about his arrival and the scheduled discussions with President Muizzu. During the visit, Dissanayake is scheduled to hold official talks with Muizzu, focusing on further strengthening bilateral relations between the 2 neighboring nations, a statement by Maldives Foreign Ministry said. President Dissanayake will also address a business forum and is scheduled to meet the members of the Sri Lankan expatriate community. This visit marks 60 years of diplomatic ties between the 2 countries and first state visit by President Dissanayake to the Maldives since assuming office in September 2024. Moving on, Nepal's Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli reviewed the situation of drought-hit Madhesh province, making an aerial survey of the region, which is edging closer towards a food crisis. Oli surveyed the province, overseeing the dry patch of field where by the mid of July, paddy saplings used to stand green, with farmers counting on their yield. But this year, Madhesh, part of the Terai region, is struggling with drying up of the water resources, leading to its declaration as a disaster-hit zone for a period of 3 months, following a cabinet decision recently. Prime Minister, during his address at an event in the drought-struck area, announced installation of 500 deep boring water systems. Local authorities, though stay skeptical about the installation would lay any impact as the groundwater level has also diminished. Oli also pledged to hold discussions and coordinate efforts with the stakeholders for earliest resolution to the ongoing water shortage. The prolonged lack of rainfall in the province has resulted in a severe shortage of drinking water and inadequate irrigation facilities, leaving locals and farmers in worry and disarray. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Good night.
Tag TV brings you daily news bulletin from India. Breaking news and views from India.